with his speech entitled Life in Your Garden. Please give an applause for our first speaker. It's Mike, everybody!
Okay, so 4 years ago, I was homeless. I suffered with mental illness, anxiety attacks, stress, and all those little things which are mixed in there. I was drinking heavy, I was having 6 bottles of wine a day, I was on recreational drugs, and I was on medicated drugs from the doctor as well. Now, how did I come out of that? It was quite easy. I set myself a challenge. I had to quit the drink, so I went to SIAS, and SIAS helped me through a program to come off the drink. The recreational drugs was quite easy because I didn't have no funds to do it in the first place. I was living with my dad, and it created a nice safe haven to not actually do that and beat that demon. The medical drug was the hardest to come off. Okay? With that, it was a battle and a half. I was suffering with disorientation, insomnia, just like soulfulness, no will to live. So I had to get myself back up on my feet and become the person what I used to be. The person I used to be was a person who was outgoing, always in the forefront of in everyone's mind, the go-to person, the action driver, the person they could rely on. So I needed to come up with a plan to actually do that. But first, I needed a house. So off I went to the housing department and I applied for a house. I'm sorry, Mark, it's a 9-year waiting list. So that was kicking me down before I even started. So cap in hand, I went to my dad's and I said, Dad, this is the situation, I need to get better. So Dad opened the doors, welcomed me in and took me in. So then I needed another plan because I've got all these things going on, all these demons against me, so I started to believe in angels. One of the aspects of what I had to set myself a target on was the very first thing is actually getting fit in mind. So I took up running. Bearing in mind, I couldn't go down the road to buy a bottle of milk. So I took up running, I'd go out when it was dark. So nobody could see me. I was getting nice and healthy, a bit more fitter. And then once I got a bit more fitter in mind, I started to look at 3 things what can help me become a better man again. So I looked at the things which I enjoyed, which was TV. With TV, I would watch it from morning with Good Morning Britain, right the way to Coronation Street of an evening, all the soaps, gathering information, positive energy off these and learning to become better again. Also, it helped me to fight anxiety and stress. And the way that was, is I'd jump on the megabus, I'd go to London, I'd go and see a show, and just bottled all those feelings up to come back to go to the next show and become better. And the more I'd done it, the more relaxed I became. It got to a point then that I got interviewed by Davina McCall on The Nightly Show. And I absolutely flapped the interview. Absolutely flapped it. But it wasn't for that purpose. It was to bottle up all those emotions, come back, take learnings to make myself stronger. Off the back of that then, since, I've been on Come Dine With Me, not so long ago. I've actually auditioned for the X Factor. I auditioned for The Voice. But again, I can't sing, right? But it was putting myself into an uncompromising position just to fight off all those fears. And that led me to the SPEAKup challenge today. And me standing in front of complete strangers talking about my life and how I got better. The second thing I used was music. Music is always with us. From wherever we go, there's different styles, there's different techniques and different everything. So I took the people who I believed in, I listened to those lyrics and got positive vibes out of them to make me the stronger person. So whenever I'm feeling a bit down, I put my headphones on, I go into a field and I sing out loud to nobody. And people I absolutely love it. It might sound a bit crazy, but it actually does me good. The third thing was gardening. Gardening makes you spiritually fit, mentally fit, and strong as a person. it also helped me develop knowledge and start thinking again, which leads me to where I am today. Today, I've got a very successful business, and like the introduction says, I bring wealth and I bring well-being to families within their garden. It takes them out of the house, it brings them into the garden, and it makes them feel good, the feel-good factor. And it makes them also appreciate what's going on around them. For flowering, for every season, throughout the year, blooming, the smells, the textures, it actually brings and unites families together. I've also got quirky designs which I use, and if I can't buy it, I'll go and make it. At the moment, I'm making bespoke fountains which absolutely pop for a really good price. Now, my message is that we're using 3 simple things within our daily lives. I have turned my life around in the last 3 years back to normality and got a successful business. And there's a famous quote from Robin Williams. And the Robin Williams quote is, "For a moment, I was mad. Now, I'm better." Thank you.